Previously on the 420 Clue Casket series, Nightabsm opened up 10 beginner caskets and 150 easy caskets, yielding a total of 4.75 mil worth of crap. Hey! What's up? And welcome back to the second episode of the 420 Clue Casket series, where today we're going to be opening up 200 medium clue caskets. Now, to start things off, medium clues are just so make or break, in my opinion. You either get the Ranger boots or you get dunked on. And that's because, at this current point in time, most of the uniques that aren't in the boot slot range anywhere from 1k to 20k, not too much more than that. Though speaking of the uniques in the boot slot, I'll throw an image of those on the screen now. If you get the Ranger boots, you straight up just make a huge profit, no matter how you decided to farm these medium clues. And I suppose that's the huge appeal to most people in the end for medium clues, just to grab Ranger boots and sell them and run. As you can see, as of February 2021, the price of the Ranger boots is 35.5 mil. The price of the Wizard boots is only 180k. The Holy Sandals are at a nice 930k. The price of the Spiked Manacles is 580k. And Climbing Boots G at only 45k. Aside from the uniques in the boot slots, you got crappier uniques like the Adamant Trim and Adamant Gold sets. You got the Adamant H sets for plate body, helms, and shield. You also got the Mithril Gold set, the Mithril Trim set, as well as the Green D-Hide Gold and Trim sets. So yeah, nothing to write home to mom about. But then some medium clue uniques that maybe Iron Men might find useful for God Wars Dungeon or something of that nature are the God uniques, pretty much the Miter, Cloak, Stoles, and Croziers. And other than all of those uniques, you got a bunch of miscellaneous ones like different color boaters, different color headbands, and different kinds of masks and hats and things of that nature. But last and certainly least, you got the unique elegant pieces, which are just double as rare as all the other uniques and just worth nothing. Just absolute garbage there. In conclusion, yeah, there's really just nothing you want short of the Ranger boots, at least if gold is your main concern. And I know what you're probably not asking right now. How do you farm them? Well, I'll tell you anyway. So an absolute enormous amount of monsters drop medium clues. However, one of the most popular ways to farm medium clues is farming Falador guards. The reason for this is because while most monsters who drop medium clues have a 1 in 128 drop rate or higher, the Falador guards will have a 1 in 106 drop rate for a medium clue if you have the medium Falador diary completed. Now, let's say you don't feel like farming Falador guards, or you don't have the diary completed, or whatever your reason is. Well, then I got good news for you, my friend, because there's yet another very popular method for farming medium clues, and that's implings. You got 3 types of implings altogether that will drop them. You got Eclectic at a 1 in 25, you got Essence at a 1 in 50, and you got Earth at a 1 in 100. You could buy the impling jars directly off the GE, but that can get kind of expensive if you don't get the Ranger boots. Speaking of which, that's how I actually got these 200 clue caskets, was I was just purchasing Eclectic implings in particular, and just kept opening them until I had 200. But let's just say you're an Iron Man and you can't use the GE, or you just don't want to spend that kind of gold on trying to yield medium clues. Well, then you have yet another option for getting your implings, as you may or may not already know, and that's catching them on your own with the Hunter skill. Each impling type requires a different hunter level to catch, and they can be caught throughout different locations in Gielinor, or for the best results at the Poro Poro minigame. The only requirements for this, aside from the appropriate hunter level, are either a butterfly net, a magic butterfly net, or a high enough hunter level to catch it barehanded, as well as impling jars. You can buy the impling jars directly from the GE, but again, let's say you're an Iron Man, or just extremely stingy like me. Then you have a couple of ways to get your impling jars. The first of which, and the easiest, is to simply ask Elnock within the Poro Poro minigame for free equipment, which, mind you, you can only do once. After doing so, he'll give you a free butterfly net and 7 empty impling jars. You could also trade Elnock any captured impling for 3 more empty impling jars, or 3 essence impling jars, 2 eclectic impling jars, and 1 nature impling jar for a jar generator, which is a great option for Iron Men. And the jar generator will yield you a total of 33 empty impling jars altogether. If none of those options work for you, you have 2 more, and one of them would be to cast the spell Hunter Kit. It's a lunar spell, so you'll have to have unlocked the lunar spell book, as well as completed the quest Dream Mentor to cast this particular spell. It also requires you to have 71 magic, which you can boost, and each cast will yield you 1 empty impling jar, as well as a whole bunch of other hunter stuff. And your final option, which frankly I wouldn't even bother doing if you have any say in the matter. Like, if you're an Iron Man and you're stuck doing this, I absolutely pity you. And if you are not an Iron Man, I don't know what you're doing. You might as well just go farm Falador guards or something. But either way, the final option would be to just make it yourself, which I'll leave up on the screen how to do that, because it's quite the annoying and just a nuisance of a process. Moral of the tutorial is, if you're an Iron Man, cherish those 7 free impling jars from Elnock. Make sure you just keep generating more impling jars through the trade with him, and don't screw yourself over, or just trade him for the jar generator. I guess that works too. And if you're not an Iron Man, for real, just buy your impling jars, or just buy the eclectic implings themselves. Just buy. Speaking of buy, that's the second master clue I've had to drop this video to the same exact clue step, which is to wear full prospector and to farm a runite ore. Neither of which can I actually do, because I'm still missing the prospector chest, and I have nowhere near high enough mining to mine a runite rock either way. I wouldn't even have enough if I got the highest possible boosts. And as I'm blabbing about dropping master clues, I have to drop yet another one to having to craft a rune medhelm. Once again, nowhere near high enough to craft it. And then directly after having to drop another master clue, I'm brought into the wild for another master clue step just to meet some PKers looking for some blood. And you know, I might not sound very salty right now, but let me assure you, I was getting quite antsy and angry at this point. Have no doubt about that. Regardless, most of the time I spent streaming these openings, it was pretty much just stop opening clues and spend an hour doing a master clue. And in the end, I get to just cut out that hour and show it to you within 2 seconds, as if that's how long it actually took me. And I wish. Shh, hold up. Wait a second. Do you smell what I smell? Oh my god, yes! Oh snap, never mind, it wasn't the smell after all. That was just me just spewing happiness everywhere to see them damn ranger boots actually making this opening worth it, man. After all those clues, man, just around the end, I was literally beginning to lose any hope. But then Jamflex prevails with the big stonks, man. And I can't neglect the master clues. I know I had to drop quite a few of them, but we got plenty done, which will be opening up in the final video of this series. And after all is said and done, here is a final look of the collection log to see what we have obtained in this opening. You can compare from the beginning of the video to now, just to see everything we had gotten, even the stuff that is pretty much worth nothing if you had any interest in that. And the final price, pretty much thanks to the ranger boots alone, is 42 mil. And don't mind the fact that it says 201 medium clues. I had done one after the video that had literally nothing, so reduce that. And you have 42 mil, so no harm, no foul. And thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video where we open up all the hard, elite, and master clues.